Today we say goodbye to our beloved Cryobombardiers. By the time we post this Boom Beach video, the Cryobombardiers will be gone on the main base sadly, but they're still on the warship currently, and then probably in like a year we will get them back. But today is sad, but we still have to get attacks in, so let's not be sad until the end. At the end of the video, whenever I have a proto troop that I kind of like, when they're about to expire in time, I like to give them a proper send-off, and if you guys don't know what that is, we'll show you at the end. But anyway, our strategy today is all Cryobombardiers with private bullet because this strategy works. Bullet tanks, the Cryobombardiers do somewhat damage and a lot of slowing of the buildings they are attacking. In clumps they do a lot of damage and just absolutely destroy buildings. But one thing we have to what we learned is we just have to clear out all the mines we can, because Cryobombardiers and mines do not mix. It doesn't matter if it's a shock mine, boom mine, or regular mine. They're pretty vulnerable to them, so we got to make sure, keep our eye out. And I threw our Cryobombardiers on the left hand side because I thought our HQ was up here, or the HQ was up there, but it was not, sadly. So we are just going to be making our way at a diagonal toward the HQ. We should be able to take it out. We have 146 energy, and we're just going to start investing in barrages and artillery, cleaning up the remaining buildings, and then might as well pop an energy drink as well because we have the extra energy, so it's worth it. And also Bullet was somewhat low on health, not really, but that is okay, and we're going to be able to take out this base. We started off pretty easy today. He did have an ice statue not boosted up, and with the Cryobombardiers, they're able to just absolutely destroy it. So there we go. First one, down goes Bob the Bifter. Interesting name. But 11 lost. Let's retrain them up. One thing I will not miss about the Cryobombardiers is the price. You lose like 6 of them, and all of a sudden you're broke on gold, and it's kind of sad. But this one is going to be more of a challenging base. But one thing we're going to target right away here is we're going to throw a barrage triple artillery at that grappler. Will that take it out? Oh, so close. And then we'll get a box of critters on there as well. That should be able to finish it off. Yeah, one hit from each critter was able to take it out. And now I'm actually going to invest a barrage right there, take out some of the mines right in the middle there, and then another box of critters to clear out the rest of the mines. Hopefully they can get there. Down goes those mines, and we're just going to get our troops clumped together, a little bit spread out, but the Cryobombardiers have a tendency to spread out on their own, so we don't really have to worry about that. In fact, we are going to be scared of it because they're going to spread out and hit those mines, I bet, eventually. So let's get 2 more boxes of critters out, clean up some of those mines, and then this his defensive layout, you throw 2 shock bombs and everything you need shocked is really shocked, so I'm not too worried about this base. Actually, I am. Rocket launchers, I always seem to forget about them because I think they're going to target Bullet, and then they don't end up targeting Bullet, and then it's a bad time for everyone, so we have to keep an eye out for that. I'm just going to let them hit if my Cryobombardiers are not in critical condition. They're going to take out that one and this one over here, and this base is toast. So far we're going to be 2 for 2, and we're taking out the killer here. If I was not able to deal with that grappler, would have been a different story. Bullet would have got taken, then all of a sudden the Cryobombardiers are at the front line. Wouldn't have been good, but we were able to take it out before. As many of you know, I just hate grapplers for that exact reason, and it doesn't even matter which strat I'm using. I just hate them in general. But attacks like those are when the grappler can get pretty dangerous with this combination here. Okay, this one does not look too difficult, and we're gonna get a box of critters out, we're gonna get Bullet out, and now we're gonna clump all of our Cryobombardiers back there, and they should be able to take out the boom cannon. I hope they funnel in instead of spread out, but I know my expectations should not be that high for them. So we're actually going to get a regroup flare with a couple boxes of critters, take out the boom mines, and then a few of them will survive and be able to distract for this strategy. Now we're going to spare a barrage right there in the middle, take out a couple chunks of mines, hopefully, if there's a good spread. Yes, there is. There we go. That is what I'm looking for. And now we can just spend our GBE taking out the shock launchers, and then as bonus we're going to take out the rocket launcher The other rocket launcher over here through 3 artillery, able to take it out. And then there's really nothing left to this base. So today, attacking with Cryobombardiers, all Cryobombardiers with private bullet, it's going a lot smoother than the first time I tried it. I think I started to get the hang of it. You cannot rely on bullet to soak up all the rocket launcher fire, and also you have to make sure you take out every single mine a cryo bombardier will potentially run over, because they sniff them out and they think it's smart to just run over. It doesn't matter if it's on the other side of the base, you're taking out that mine. But now, I like how all these bases are front loaded. Actually, I do not mind it, because these just lead to quicker attacks. But one thing I'm going to have to do with this one, clear out the mines. We're going to use our own advice here. A barrage almost took out the shock launcher. That would have been dope if it did in just one barrage. But we had to spare the extra artillery. And now, over here, I'm actually going to throw a barrage in the middle and add in artillery on each, the rocket launcher and the shock launcher. Great job, barrage. And this base is like wide open now. We blew the doors off of it. And we just got to make sure Bullet walks out in front, and the rocket launcher will be targeting Bullet. There we go. And then we'll just get a shock bomb out. I actually see a boom mine hiding behind it, just to make sure our cryo bombardiers are not tempted. We threw an artillery, and now this base, it's going down. You guys can feel it. I can feel it. The base can feel it. Pearl diver here. You feel it. I know it. Let's get some critters out. Critters are still super cheap, so as a GBE cost, so just spamming them might actually work as a I could probably bring Everspark with this and the critter spawn, and just throwing the extra boxes of critters would work with this. But Pearl Diver here, we're just gonna throw a couple artillery on your core or on your HQ, throw a flare, and we're able to take it out. Great job. Probably the easiest base we'll find this video. Let's go find another one, and then we are going to do our send-off and wrap it up for today. How was your guys' week with Cryobombardiers? Did you find any OP strats? I liked using them with Scorchers the most, I think. That was pretty fun, because you got super tanks and damage in the same strat. I don't know. It's just beautiful to use. But for this one, let's get Bullet down, let him take some aggro, and then we're actually going to get a barrage out, hopefully taking out 2 boom mines, and that shock mine, down it goes. There we go. Now we have to get some shock bombs out onto the shock launchers, because that would be deadly. I see Bullet lagging behind a bit, and there's a shock blaster which could be deadly to this strat, because Bullet, if he starts getting hit by those shock blaster bullets, ooh, he sits behind. All of a sudden the Cryobombardiers are the front line, and bam, all of a sudden you got yourself a defeat, got yourself an L, and we don't want that. And also, let's clean up these rocket launchers behind here. I could have used some artillery instead of barrages, but I love just spamming barrages, even though it's not the most efficient sometimes. We're able to clean up all 3, no problem. Now we're going to get some med kits out, and we should be able to take out Boom here, and he has emojis in his name where the O's would be. I didn't know you can do that. Any of you guys have names like that? Because I don't think I've ever seen that either. Like, the closest thing I can think to it is like the foreign character names, but that's just people in a different language. But down goes Boom here. Now it's time for our send-off. We have to find an appropriate base, and our bombardiers will say goodbye to you until whenever you return to the main base, which I do not anticipate for a while. We cleaned up a lot of our bases today. That's nice. Up to 757 medals. I almost said 575. A little bit dyslexic there, but our send-off, here's what we do. We're going to place our cryo bombardiers. No Bullet, because he will just hurt this send-off, and then they're going to walk up, and we're just going to flare them through the minefield, and we're actually going to shock the rocket launcher so it doesn't do any extra damage. They're running through the minefield. They are dying. Mortar's going to get a hit in. That's okay. We'll let it be. They actually made it to the flare. Let's flare them again. That shock kind of hurt. That shock mine, oof. But down they go. That is our proper send-off. You might think it's cruel, but it's not. I don't have anything to defend why it's not cruel, but I just deemed it was not cruel. But let's go back to base. We cannot retrain him because we already sent him off. But that was Cryo Bombardier week, guys. Let me know what you thought. We're just going to load up whatever one was first there. So I guess Riflemen and Medics, probably not going to use it, but it's just there to fill the boats. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in our video tomorrow. Bye-bye.